You watching Crusader Convos. We're engaging in crucial career conversations. I'm your host, Dr. Threets, Principal of CTEC. Thank you for joining Crusader Convo, where we're engaging in crucial career conversations with CTEC Crusaders. I'm your host, Dr. Threets, Principal of the Career and Technical Education Center. Joining me today is BISD TV anchor Olivia Ross. How are you doing today?
I'm great, Dr. Threes. Thank you so much for having me today.
Oh, my pleasure, my pleasure. So I have you on today because I'm not sure if you're aware, but the BISD Ag Farm participates in March Madness. Did you know that?
No, I did not know that.
Yes. And I remember, I think you mentioning that you're an animal lover, right?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
All right, so tell us more about your love and passion for animals.
Well, I definitely do have a passion for animals. Animals are very interesting to me. I love getting to know animals and getting to work with animals. Mm-hmm. And during, earlier this year, I was able to participate in the Career Readiness Program.
Yes.
And it was a very good experience because I got to teach the students about animals that are at the ag farm, and it's really interesting.
Yeah, and you had the simulation, didn't you work the simulators?
Yes,
and everything?
I did. We had a dog simulation and we had a cow simulation. The cow simulator was more or less of teaching the kids how to milk a cow, and the dog simulator was you're able to see like where lymph nodes are on the dog and how to take blood from a dog, like in the veterinary school.
Okay. So I thought you would really be interested in hearing all about the animal science and floral design program that we have. And like I said, they do March Madness. So all year they've been preparing for like this big competition at the Southeast Texas State Fair. Right. So before we went out to the ag farm actually, and we were able to talk to Miss Hoppy, who is the BISD lead ag teacher, and so she was telling us all about the different programs and everything that they have out at the ag farm. So we're going to go over and see that video now and talk to her about that.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, what other projects y'all have going on right now?
Oh, we got right now we're in the mix of everything.
Okay.
Because our primary show that we show to is the YMBL South Texas State Fair.
Okay.
So the way that the animal projects work is, especially market animals, they got to be within certain weight parameters the day of
So what's
their
the
show.
difference? You keep saying market animals.
Yes,
what
ma'am.
other type of animals are there?
There's breeding animals and then market animals.
Okay.
So a market animal is exactly what it says. We're raising that animal to go to market for its meat.
Okay.
So these chickens are market chickens. These pigs are market pigs. Steers are market steers.
Okay.
Now the heifers are breeding.
Okay.
Our rabbits are breeding.
Okay.
And then I don't think we have any, here right now, but we have another project that the fair offers that is breeding poultry.
Okay.
It's like fancy chickens is what I call it. And it's
I heard you talk about fancy
it's kind
chickens
of a fun
before.
contest.
Yeah.
They do like ducks and geese and like the fancy chickens that have like the puffy.
Yeah.
And so we do, our teacher at Odom is the advisor for that project.
Okay.
And so because she raises them herself, so she knows the most about it. So every year we have 2 or 3 kids that show in that, and it's fun. You know, I mean, because they're just cool.
Yeah.
That's the one thing about showing livestock, and a lot of thing about our program is we encourage the family involvement. We get a lot of families that are involved. We have meetings once a month, like clockwork. We have Strive every Thursday night. So
Yeah, and talk to us about Strive, and so the parents come out and help with that. That's something you started during COVID?
yes, we started Strive during COVID to try to keep kids active and make it to where, because used to, we had one night a week that all of us advisors came. We stayed late, and all the kids that had that project, that's when we would help them with showmanship, adjust feed programs, answer any questions, because otherwise you're out here constantly. We had to organize it. So during COVID, the only kids we were seeing were the kids with livestock, and we were afraid our numbers were going to bottom out. So we started Strive to where it wasn't just advisement. It was, we were having different activities for them, and because these kids needed a place to go.
Yes.
They needed some normalcy, and so we would have, like, each teacher would do different stuff different week. I mean, Miss Bird at one time had them make little wooden picture frames. I did a floral design with them. Mr. Harrell made paracord keychains with them, just different stuff.
Keep them
along with
engaged.
advisement, yes. And so we've kept that going, and now we utilize it for advisement, but also contest practice for our CDEs and LDEs. just anything when you're doing entries for livestock shows, we incorporate all that in Strive now.
Sure.
Yeah.
And so these are some of your parents. So what
Yep,
project?
this is the
invested
Gorsuch
in that?
family. That's Alex's mom and dad.
And what project does Alex have?
He has the market birds, like y'all talked about earlier.
Okay.
And then he has a steer and a heifer.
Oh wow, he has a lot. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's good. They have an opportunity to do whatever
Yes,
they.
as long
they
as we
wanna
have
do.
room.
Okay.
You know, like I have to sometimes limit things because it's kind of not fair for one kid to take up the whole barn.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, so as long as we have room, multiple projects is always welcome.
Okay.
Poultry barn. There's a rabbit room here.
Yeah, I love the rabbits. So yeah, talk to us about all the different rabbits.
We
And
just got Mr. Harold's actually the rabbit advisor.
Okay. Oh yeah, so you said Odom, she's the fancy chicken.
Yes.
And
yeah.
then
when
Mr. Harold does the rabbits. And what's your specialty?
Well, I'm kind of over all of it,
Yeah.
but what I mainly advise is steers and cattle. I used to do the cattle and the pigs and the chickens, but when we were kind of didn't have teachers that had a lot of knowledge, but we're blessed now. Then Mr. Bell is a poultry science major and he's a pig guru.
Okay.
So
So
handed
he
that
does
over
the
to him
pigs,
gratefully.
poultry and pigs.
Yes, he does
Mr.
poultry and
Bell.
pigs. I do the cattle. Mr. Harold handles all the rabbits. We just now, every year we do a meeting for the rabbit project, and the kids get them around this time of year. We have some that are left over from, you know, because this is because it's a breeding animal. It can last for years.
Okay.
You don't get rid of it at the end of 1 year. You can show it again the next year. So we have some rabbits in here that have been here for a while, and then we have some that are brand new that they just got last weekend. They took
I
their
would
trip.
say it seems more because at one
Yes.
time it was just this
Like
size.
this one right here. See this cool looking one?
Oh, what kind is that? I
That
haven't
is
seen that
a-
type before. It's
oh.
a fluffy one.
Oh, what's it called? It's not a, hang on, let me think.
That kind of unique about the program you were talking about, Odom. So those middle school kids have an opportunity to also have projects. They don't have to
Absolutely.
wait until they get into high school.
The way our program works is they can do certain things. They can show livestock as young as the 3rd grade.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize
We
it
have a
went that young.
junior FFA program. Once they get to a school that offers an ag class, at that point they can no longer be a junior FFA member. They have to be in that ag class in order to be a part of our organization.
Okay.
Now, it's weird because we have an ag program at 2 middle schools. So the kids that go to those 2 schools,
Yeah,
they have to be
they
in
have
ag
to be.
there to keep going on. But if you go to Marshall or Smith or King, you don't.
Right,
You
but
don't
you can
have to
still.
get into it till you're a freshman. You're still be considered a junior FFA.
Okay.
So it's kind of confusing, but
Yeah.
the opportunity's there. We've had kids that, matter of fact, the boy you were just talking about, he started with us in either 4th or 5th grade. And now,
Pearson?
no, Alex Gorsuch.
Oh,
And-
okay.
And now he's a sophomore.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And so, and then we have another little boy. Well, he's not little anymore. He was when he started. He's a freshman now. I think he was in 4th grade when he started. And so, you know, we got some that start really young and then some that don't even discover us till their junior or senior
Yeah.
year.
Wow, did you know that the ag farm did all of that?
I definitely did know that they made sure that they prepared all year because they did have a competition, but I didn't know that they had such a wide variety and experience with doing it.
Yes. So also while we were out there, we're going to see now Mr. Bill. He's an ag teacher at Westbrook, and so he had one of the little chickens that had something going on with his wing and everything. So let's check him out as he was tending to the little chicken.
This year, either
That seems like animal cruelty.
easy baby. It's a chicken. I'm just gonna.
But it's still.
I ate Chick-fil-A today. It's a good job. I ate about 2 of these little things this morning.
Oh, so wasn't it a little chicken?
It
Wasn't
was
it so
so
cute?
It was very cute.
So I think it was either 2 days old or 2 weeks old, whatever. You know, it was just, you saw it in the palm of his hand.
Yeah.
And then just 2 months later, I think that was like in February, just in 2 months later at the fair, those chickens were like huge, 10, 12 pounds.
Yes.
So I think we have a picture of that too. And so those chickens, they actually did such a great job at the fair when they were showing them and everything. I think they all got sold, and some of them actually, you know, got processed and everything. So that's what they were raised to do. They were not
Right.
raised to be like the little farm chickens or barn chickens, you know, your backyard pets, but they were actually raised to be sold, and I guess they're at Chick-fil-A now, or Popeyes and churches or
Yeah.
something. And so also, so that's part of the March Madness. So I had the opportunity of going out to the fair and seeing all of our ag students show their projects, and that's what they call them, their projects. So they get them, and then like we've been seeing, that they take care of them throughout the year and everything, and then they get to show them at the fair. So it started off with the chickens, so we got to see the chickens, and let's see, I believe our roosters, we had roosters, they made it to the sale, and they got to show them. And then we had Colin Roberts. He actually showed some pigs, one of his pigs. And so his pig got second in class and 17th overall in the sale. And I believe he sold his pig for a few $1,000s.
That's really good.
Yes.
That's very good.
And then Javi Velasquez, he got fifth in his class and second alternate in the sale for his pig. So they did great. And so continuing on with March Madness, we had 3 steer that entered projects. The students entered their steer projects, and all 3 made it to the sale.
That's really good.
Yes,
That's very
yes.
nice.
It was awesome seeing them actually go in and show them. It was like, I don't know if you've ever seen that on TV, but they had to take them around, and they had the judge, I guess, looking at them and
Right.
everything in the pen inside of Ford Arena. I was like, they had all of this dirt and everything. Like they transformed Ford Arena to look like, like a rodeo. It had
Yeah.
this dirt and everything. The same place where they play basketball and where graduation is going to be
Yes,
just next
ma'am.
month. And then we had about 5 floral design students, and 2 of them got in the top. They placed in the top 2, and 1 got grand champion.
That's amazing.
Yes, and they auctioned those flowers out, those floral arrangements out for hundreds of dollars. Yes, yes, the students got to keep all of that money as well for their hard work. And then, we also had some breeding heifers that were actually entered in the fair as well. And Alex Gorsk, did I say his name right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so he got first in his class and champion in his class. And then Jaden Reed, she got second in class. And Kirsten McCloney, she got third in class
That's really good for all 3 of them.
Yes, yes. And so then Thursday, I believe that was the night of the auction. Can you guess how much all of the projects raised altogether?
I definitely could not guess, but I would say definitely more than a few $1,000s.
$32,000.
Oh, wow.
Yes, all of those projects between the chickens, the swine, all of them, $32,000. Oh, and I almost forgot. So the rabbits don't go to auction, but they get to show the rabbits. And we had several students that showed rabbits, and they all got trophies. At least 1 trophy.
Right.
And so some of them got for best in class and different categories, but all of the rabbits, they came home with hardware. So they did great. That's why it's like March Madness for them as well, because that's the whole point of them doing the projects. Miss Hoppy kind of stresses out all year and everything just to make sure that the kids have a good showing once they make it to the fair. And we did. They had a very successful showing at the fair this
Yes,
year.
ma'am.
And so, thank you so much for joining me and talking about your love for animals and seeing everything that's going on with the Animal Science and Floral Design program. Next time we have our Crusader Convo, we're going to have Miss Kirkwood on, and she's going to be here. She's the lead health science teacher, and she's also the advisor for HOSA, which is their CTSO, their organization for health science. So they're going to be talking about their week that they had, different activities, and what they've been doing at the hospital when they go do their observations and everything. So we're looking forward to talking with Miss Kirkwood and the HOSA students.
Yes, ma'am.
So do you know what April is?
I do not, unfortunately.
Okay, so in April, we recognize Autism Acceptance Month. And so autism acceptance is to actively foster an environment of inclusion and belonging to build a world where everyone can feel seen, heard, and valued. So it's different from just awareness, just being aware of it, but to actually accepting it. And also, it's also Child Abuse Prevention Month, bringing awareness to abused and neglected children, their families, and the caseworkers that work with them.
Yes, ma'am.
So you all remember that this month and bring awareness to autism acceptance as well as Child Abuse Awareness Month.
Yes, ma'am. We most
So-
definitely will.
Thank you so much for joining me, and everyone, thank you so much for listening to Crusader Convo, where we're engaging in crucial career conversations with C-Tech Crusaders.